Ladies and gentlemen, this came out on deadline.com November 28th, 2018. Now, I am not a big TV watcher. I just see some things that Trevor Noah may say in passing, but I really don't generally pay attention or do many videos on things that he says. But on this particular topic, he really hit the nail on the head. Trevor Noah, mall shooting shows Second Amendment not meant for Black people. And even the shooting with the security guard also shows the same thing. You know, if both circumstances were white males, it would be seen in a whole different light overall by the police officers and by the media. But the only thing this is showing us is that again, when we are out in public, we're going to have to just mind our own business and not get involved in anything, if possible, out here because it is now costing us our lives. Police officers are trained to kill us. It is very obvious now. People shouldn't be fumbling around with this issue any longer. They are trained to kill us and harass us on the spot. You don't have to be doing anything wrong or anything inappropriate. This is what they are trained to do. It is very obvious. We have seen way too many cases for people to be sitting around wondering about this. We are past the wondering stage. We are past the police brutality stage. This is not brutality. This is state, local, and government sanctioned. They are okay with them killing us on the spot, justified or not. And they were given the nod to do this back in the slave catching days, and it never went away. I'm going to see them as what they are. They're just assassins. That's all. They come to assassinate us. And that's what they do every day across America. It doesn't matter if you're armed legally or you're unarmed and you're not a threat at all. This is what they are sanctioned to do. All right. The Thanksgiving night shooting of Romantic Bradford once again illustrates that in this country, a Black man can't be a good guy with a gun. The Daily Show host, Trevor Noah, told his studio audience, cops are called into a situation. They see a Black person and then they immediately shoot, Noah said. The Second Amendment is not intended for Black people. Noah told his studio audience, it is an uncomfortable thing to say, but it is the truth. How does this shit keep happening? He asks rhetorically. Because they're told to treat us that way, Noah. It's we got to stop questioning these things and accept it for what it is. They are trained and told to handle us this kind of way. We shouldn't be fumbling around with this no longer. We don't have time for this naive stuff. We don't. There's lives on the line, or our lives are at stake now. And you should see this for what it is. I mean, look, do you see any state, local, or even politicians in Washington trying to push legislation to stop all of the killing of legally armed and unarmed Black people? No. We saw this as far back as Philando Castile. Even when you tell them, he showed us even when you tell them you are a legal gun carrier, they stand there and kill you. It doesn't matter. It's been way too many cases. We got to see these folks for what they are and stop asking these questions as if it's brand new. It's not brand new, and it's not going to stop. This government is fine with what's going on, and so are the citizens. They're fine with it too. Police in Hoover, Alabama, shot and killed Bradford while responding to a report of a shopping mall shooting. Cops first claimed they killed the shooter, then acknowledged Bradford was not the gunman, but had brandished a gun. Cops later amended that to say he was holding a gun. And that's another thing, y'all. You ever notice how the police stories always keep changing when it comes down to us? The cop story just keeps changing and changing and changing. And now, oh, it is his fault that he got killed. When the situation involves a white man with a gun, the storyline usually involves talking down the gunman, Noah insisted. How many times have we seen a shooter who is white get talked down? Noah said, citing the Aurora, Colorado movie theater shooting in 2012 and the Charleston, South Carolina church shooting 3 years later. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, they took him to Burger King. When a shooter is black, Noah said, police shoot immediately, ask questions later, and Noah argued. Well, they're, like I said, they are trained to shoot us on the spot. That's why it is way too dangerous for black people to be out here in public trying to help people, because these cops already know to shoot black people when they show up on the scene. So if you are lingering around a person that might have passed out, they're going to assume you did something and shoot you instead of finding out that you were only trying to help. And last month, we had a black man that tried to help someone that broke down on the side of a road, and he was killed. So, we're going to have to just see this for what it is. We are going to have to just stay clear of certain people out in public, no matter what the circumstances are, because it's going to cost us our lives if the cops show up. It is just too easy for them to just roll up and start shooting, as you can see. They don't give it a second thought. Bradford was, in fact, a good guy with a gun, the Daily Show host added. Well, so was the security guard and many others that were killed. It's not worth it. These folks are not worth you losing your life over, ladies and gentlemen. Try to steer clear of them. If they don't like that, then do something about the circumstances. Don't come to black people talking about it's wrong. Okay? So if you're not going to do nothing about the cops, and you're not going to do nothing about pushing legislation to stop this stuff, don't come to us trying to talk about what's wrong. We don't want to hear you. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. I do agree with him on that, because we saw too many instances where, even a legal gun carrying black man is a problem to police by design. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.